Tech are also all set to announce their Q3 results. Let's also go across to Anisha to get a sense of what the street is penciling in.
Well, yes, after TCS and Infosys, all eyes will be now on HCL Tech and Wipro. And for HCL Tech, we are looking at an exceptionally strong quarter. 5% growth is what we are expecting, but this is because it is a seasonally strong quarter when it comes to the products and platform business, and that is expected to drive a double-digit growth in that segment. The services segment too is also expected to ramp up by 3 to 5%, and that's because the impact of Verizon deal will come into play, as well as ASAP acquisition will have a 2 to 3 month impact on the revenues. The margins are expected to be pretty much flat because the wage hike pressure will get negated by the top line growth, hopefully. So we are expecting margins to be stable at 18.4%. The profitability is expected to jump up by 7%. On the guidance front, Morgan Stanley expects that the company might moderate the revenue growth guidance from 5 to 6% on a consolidated basis to 4.5 to 5%. So let's watch out for that. Other than that, the margin guidance is expected to be maintained at 18 to 19%, and the management commentary regarding the scale up of acquisition, large deal, and the entire calendar year 24 outlook will be important to watch. For Wipro, however, it will be a different story altogether. For Wipro, we are expecting another weak quarter to come by. Revenue is expected to decline on a constant currency basis by 2.5 to 3%. The margins are expected to slide by almost 40 basis points. That is because the impact of the wage hike will come in through at least for a couple of months. So we are going to watch out for that. Order intake too is going to be towards the lower end of the average that we have seen in the last 5 to 8 quarters. So perhaps somewhere around $3.5 billion is what we are expecting. For Q4 going forward, the consensus seems to be that guidance will be a negative 1% to plus 1% kind of growth. However, there are people on the street which are expecting even a 1.5 to 2% kind of decline on the Q4 guidance front. Headcount trends will be fairly important to track because for Wipro, we have been seeing that there has been a consistent decline in headcount. Whether that continues, a word on the top level changes because of the latest litigation which has happened around the CFO will be important to track, and then overall commentary about margin recovery as well as the BFSI vertical will be important to track. So overall, good set from HCL Tech, but weak one from Wipro.
Well, thanks.